Over-tightening the toilet bolts can crack the porcelain and create leaks that worsen over time. When you install a toilet, tighten the closet bolts by hand until the rubber or plastic washers just begin to compress and the bowl sits flat on the flange. Then alternate small turns on each nut to keep pressure even and stop as soon as you feel firm resistance. Use a flange spacer or shims if the toilet rocks before tightening so you do not force the porcelain to conform to an uneven surface. Avoid using a wrench to crank the nuts down past that point because the brittle vitrified china will fracture and invisible hairline cracks can lead to slow leaks into the subfloor. Choose the right washers for the application, typically thick rubber or neoprene for uneven flanges and conical washers for cast iron bolts, and replace rusty bolts rather than reusing corroded hardware. After seating and tightening, lift the bowl slightly and tap the base to confirm there is no movement, and then caulk the base only at the rear to allow future removal without breaking the seal. If you need precise torque because of a specialty fixture, consult the manufacturer's spec sheet and use a torque wrench set to their recommended low value, but most residential toilets are correctly installed by feel, not high force. Common mistakes include assuming tighter is stronger, which leads to cracked porcelain. Stop tightening at the first firm resistance and use shims to stabilize a rocking bowl. Another frequent problem is installing with thin or worn washers, so replace them with thick rubber or neoprene types that compress without crushing. That reduces point loading and helps the bolt nuts seat evenly. People also over-tighten rusty or bent bolts instead of replacing them, which concentrates force and damages the flange and subfloor. Always swap in new stainless or brass bolts and ensure the flange is properly supported before final tightening. On BigHomeProjects.com, we help homeowners find local contractors and post project details so contractors can find work that matches their skills. We also host an active discussion community where we and other users share installation tips, photos, and questions about common issues like toilet bolt torque.